Thank you for logging on. This is Andrew Gao for ctgoeshollywood.wordpress.com. I'm here with Alex Gelfand, TV studio expert, and we're going to talk a little bit about Dogstar Studios. Alex, why don't you start off telling us give us a basic overview of what you know about Dogstar.
Well, Dogstar is the new major production house being opened up here in the great state of Connecticut. It's probably the biggest one the state. It is, for a fact, the biggest one the state has ever seen. It's 22,000 square feet, which is ginormous. It's at least double the size of some of the New York City headquarters. And that's 22,000 square, and that's just for the office space alone. So I mean, you can imagine how much room they have for the actual studios. There's 12 sound stages, which is at least double what a lot of normal big facilities. I mean, the Skywalker Ranch only has 8, I believe. So I mean, that's pretty big in comparison to just another common name one. But it's really trying to attract a lot of the soap operas that are being filmed in New York City and some of the game shows. And it's definitely an excellent venture for the state of Connecticut to go into.
Now, Alex, there's a possibility. I heard some rumblings that you might be working there. What exactly would you be doing?
I would essentially be a electrical janitor. I would like to say it's a technician of the janitor arts, but I would basically just making sure all the equipment is running before it would be used. The kind of job that until there's really filming being done there is kind of obsolete and unnecessary. But once filming starts coming up, it becomes a very crucial job because basically I take care of all the small things that need to be done before the big things can happen.
And what do you think Dogstar Studios is going to attract more of the television aspect or more of the film industry?
I think for major production, they're probably going to get mainly television, although they're probably going to start off getting a lot of post-production for film, especially some of the small features that are done in Connecticut. That's definitely where they're going to pick up a lot of business. Definitely coming in and doing post-sound is probably going to be a really big thing for them early on. It all depends on really how popular they get and how quickly. But they'll definitely be just a big studio for hire, and they'll probably offer their studios for a little bit lesser price in the beginning. So look to see some of the small independent features that are being done in New York and Massachusetts, especially anything done in Southern Mass would probably end up coming to Dogstar.
Now, you mentioned Massachusetts. Alan Christopher, the man who's heading Dogstar Studios, also headed a project by the name of Hollywood East, which was supposed to take place in Plymouth, Massachusetts. How is this going to be different from Hollywood East?
Well, the Hollywood East was an excellent facility, but it was just marred with poor funding and bad location. Dogstar Studios is located, kind of in between New York City and Boston, so it's kind of best of both worlds situation. And it'll definitely be more attractive getting that New York City audience or the New York City business as well as the state of Connecticut business. And they're probably going to draw a lot from Massachusetts. Now, I believe Hollywood East is under. So they'll probably get all of the business now that would have went there. But I know that was supposed to be, and the aim was to make that like a major motion picture studio, and that's probably what Dogstar will become. But we'll just time will tell on how popular that becomes.
Does Connecticut's 30% tax incentive play a big role into the difference between Dogstar and Hollywood East?
It certainly does. Connecticut's been slowly upping their tax incentive, and that definitely plays a huge role in terms of any of the business that comes into the state. Although the tax incentives are mainly for the people that film in Connecticut, so the studio's probably looking for any sort of major motion picture, like you said, or any television show that wants to mainly be featured and produced in the state of Connecticut.
Now, you talked a little bit about the size of the facility. It's been said that there could be up to 1,000 people at one time working there. Now, with this many people coming to work, given the amount of employees that work for a typical project or production, what's this going to do for job growth in the state?
All right. Well, like you said, I mean, there's up to 1,000 people could be working at a time in the studio, and when it's up and running and full time, I mean, you're also going to be hiring, a maintenance staff and security crews, and food's going to be brought in. So this is going to be a great thing, especially for the city of Stratford. It's definitely going to definitely boost the economy, but it's definitely going to bring a lot of jobs into Connecticut, because now there's going to be a lot of self-hiring done within the state of Connecticut, and a lot of people that are looking for jobs in the media fields are going to be able to find a home here at Dogstar Studios. But certainly you'll see a lot of the smaller things that all come into play with production. Some of the electrical needs and buying the equipment, that all will spur interest in laying out and fitting and designing this gigantic studio.
So Alex, talk a little bit about what production companies, be them television or movie, that would be attracted to Dogstar Studios in Stratford, Connecticut.
Okay, ABC Studios, which does a lot of their daytime soap filming in New York City, will certainly be looking at Dogstar Studios. A major concern, I guess, really for bringing in talent into Stratford, Connecticut, is as opposed to somewhere like Stamford, it is a little bit further away from any of the particular cities. So it's it will be relatively tough to convince certain major headlining stars to have to relocate for any period of time and stay in the Stratford area. However, for anything post-production and pre-production, anything sound and technical, the studios would be perfect for that. But ABC is one of the major studios that's looking towards coming over and possibly using the Dogstar facilities. Movies like The Secret Lives of Pippa Lee that were filmed in Bridgeport, Connecticut, all things like that, pictures and productions that are similar to that will be filmed in Dogstar Studios. So that's what we're looking for, really, are just major motion pictures and films that with headlining cast that will be filmed in Connecticut.
All right, Alex. Last question: buy or sell Dogstar Studios?
I think it's a buy now situation. I would say for anyone that's looking for a job or looking to invest, it's definitely somewhere to get in on the ground floor, and it's definitely has the potential to be the biggest studio on the East Coast.